שבוע טוב. Okay. Last week was the introduction. Tonight we're going to start a workshop. Lectures, you're not going to gain nothing. It's a waste of time because we're just going to tease you and you're going to go home and everything will be the same thing over and over. I'm not accustomed to this type of event. We have to roll your sleeves and you have to go to work. So let me tell you something. My crowd over here knows it already by heart because every new place that I'm going, I have to tell them exactly what made me do that. We're going 45 years back, okay? Most of you, I think, were still next to Hashem, right? You were not even born yet, yeah? So, my wife was expecting our first child. So we're looking at each other and we're saying, Baruch Hashem, you know, you're expecting, now we're going to have a child, but what we're going to do with the child? Do we know what to do? We said, okay, so let's talk about it. So I said what I know, and she said what she knows. And I said, you know what? I think there is more into it. Let's find a course, somebody who's doing a workshop, and we'll see. Okay, we were searching. We found somebody in Hillcrest, over here, living right next to Young Israel. I even remember his name. His name is Tzvi Ingber. I heard that he's already over 80 years old, and so he is in a nursing home. Okay, but he was a person that we were looking for, as a big black kippah, beard, tzitziot outside. A person that talked from the Torah, not from you. But you have to come for interview. Interview, if you want to be accepted, you have to go through the interview. Okay. We're coming there. Young couple, you know, just expecting a first one. And he told us, what are you looking over here for? I said, what do you mean we're looking for? We came for the workshop. Okay. So let me tell you the klalim, meaning the rules. First of all, it's 10 sessions. Okay, so 10 sessions. Number two, it said it costs you $600. 45 years ago, $600 was, the tunnel was a quarter. The tunnel was a quarter. Yeah. Huh? What do I say now? A quarter, I'm telling you. $600 was a huge amount of money. Rent was, if it's a bedroom, was $200. Okay? If you have also parking, so it's $225. That was the Musagim asked. Okay? I said, okay, fine, that's not a problem. What else? He says, you have to be in every class. And you have to pay in advance. So I said, what happens if I cannot come one session? He said, the question is very good. You cannot come back. I will not let you in. And the money is not refundable. As a Bulgarian person, and yet Israeli, all my resistance started to get out. I said, excuse me? What do you mean I cannot come back? And what do you mean money is not refundable? What happened? If I have a wedding that night of a cousin of mine or someone invited me, so why can't you record it and then I'll hear the recording? He said, we're not recording anything. And let me tell you something, young man, he told me. Let me tell you something. If the wedding of your friend or your cousin will be more important than your child, you have nothing to do here. Go home, don't lie to yourself. This place is not for you. You know what? It was a lesson for life. Until now, wherever I go, I carry it with me. He gave me, that's what's worth everything. This one line was enough. He says, if you באמת want to be successful, you're going to give everything else up, and that's going to be number one priority. I get a telephone call. Harav, we have Shalom problems, okay? So I tell him, be here tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock. No, I can't. We're going to work. So it's an emergency. It's not an emergency. So why tell me to the walls for? So the problem is not that big, right? If you have a Tzala call, Tzala says, we're coming now. He says, don't come now, please, because now we're watching news. That's normal. That's what happened. Meaning these people are not serious. From these people, nothing will come out. So my question to you is, are you committed or are you looking for entertainment? Entertainment, I close my book. I'll tell you some nice jokes, right? In-laws, wife, kids, you know. Once I gave a series in a great neck. I had a few of them. Before I'm starting the show, I see that there is a paper on my desk. I'm looking at the paper, I see a joke. I don't know who picked up this joke. But did you see once a sad joke? Did you see once a sad joke? Here is the joke. A person is afraid from height, you know. He has a problem with it. His parents, they're living overseas. So he's praying to Hashem, Hashem, please, I want to see my parents, but I cannot fly, I cannot go by airplane. Maybe you can do me a favor and you can build a highway over the Atlantic. So at least I'll drive. It take me 2-3 weeks, but at least I don't have to fly airplane. Hashem sent him an email and told him, Adoni, for 6 days, I'm done. I'm not doing anything new. That's it. Ask me something else. He said, I have nothing else to ask. Please, I beg you, I'll give tzedakot, I'll do chesed, I'll do this, just build me a highway. Hashem says, don't you understand? I'm not building anything anymore. Ask me something else. He said, okay, 3 times. He opened up the eye, מסכן, בוכה, צועק. Please, Rosh Hashanah, Hashem says, Adoni, talk to the wall. I'm not doing anything anymore. Ask me something else. Okay, what can I do? So he said, okay, Rosh Hashanah, let's go to plan B. If you want me to ask something else, yes. How can I make my wife happy? Hashem sent him an email. How many lanes you want on the highway? That's a joke, right? That's not a good one. I don't like it. Oh, God. What can I do? So we have to start from the beginning. If I'll say it once, so I'll say it one more time, so it will sink in. I'm going to go back to the day that you decided to get married, and now you're under the chuppah, okay? Can we start there? Huh? Can we start over there? Because everything is starting from there. All the disappointments and the expectations and so on. Pitom, you got boom, and you see this is not what it is, right? And now you don't know what to do. So the screaming and the shouting and the cursing and threatening and who knows what, nothing will help you. Because you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. So here is where we have to start to tackle the problem. Let me start with this side, okay? If I may. When you were standing underneath the chuppah, what did you have in mind? Since when you're so quiet? Now talk. Happiness, health, very nice illusion. Okay, how to achieve it? How? You hope. So you're putting your life on the line for hoping. And if it is not going to work, are you ready to put your life on the line? Doubtful? That's not it is. It's maybe yes or maybe no. And I didn't ask you yet what happiness is. If I'll start here, I'll come to it. We're going to go one by one, Mamash, to build a new thing, a new system that we didn't have until now. How long it took you to build this house? Did you have a plan? How many? Right? Right? So imagine what I had when I built my shoes, right? It's a public place. Plan for foundation, electric, plumbing, boom, BV, kulam. everything needs a plan. And Sakakol, and the outcome will be a building, no neshama, no klum. Stones and woods, that's it. You're going to build a family. Neshamot. With what? No plan. What was the plan under the chuppah? You see what he says? Family. You a nurse, yes? Okay, I'm coming to be the surgeon now. You're gonna ask me, what are you doing here? Well, what do you mean? Surgery. Surgery. How? By just putting the and so you put the tuxedo, and here comes a surgeon that he knows about life, like I know how to be astronaut. And the joke of this, everybody says, Mazal Tov, שיחיו בשלום, שיחיו בשלום. באמת, people are out of their mind. It's so not serious, so not intelligent, and I call it suicide bombers. You're going to blow yourself up. How can you get into life without any plan what has to be done? That's number one, okay? Which are?
Same. There's a reason why you have no expectation of where you want to be and how you want to be.
When did you find out that it's not the same? You can go home, Khalil. Okay. You say, I will teach you over here to look at the situation, truthful eyes, admitting, and when you know that you don't know, then we have a good chance to make it. When somebody coming to my office and said, I know everything, I told them, okay, Habibi, you sit on my chair, I'll sit across the street, because across the table, because I don't know everything. If you claim that you know everything, okay, so let's both switch. I'll sit over here and you teach me. He's an idiot. Mamash an idiot. How can you say something like this? So what are you doing in my office if you know everything? This is an answer of a coward, a child, not able to admit. And you're not a failure. You're not a failure. You don't know. What? If I teach you something, so what, you have a failure? Why are we looking at this as a failure? But every child that's going to school, he feels I'm a failure. No. Life needs learning, constant one, constant, because things changing. The body is changing. Yes, hormones will change for sure, right? Everything will change. Even things that you, when you went out, you saw that you in the same page. Listen, after a few months, you see the first the same page, בכלל, you two different books, בכלל, not two different pages. So let's start from ABC. Right? Who taught you, in what school they taught you what a man is? No. It's a serious question. Ma? What a pen.
How do women learn what a man is? Oh, her father. That's what they expect the man to be. Pretending for a man. That's the norm for us. That's the normal for her. And that's what she expects to see. I don't.
Okay. Okay. Don't worry, I'm coming back to you soon. Be prepared. Okay. There is no college, no school, nowhere. After I'm finished with the workshop, many parents are come to me and say, why don't you teach all these before we got married? I said, did you come to me? I'll tell you, don't get married until I'll tell you that you have a little bit understanding where you're heading. We're not going to let it happen, no matter what. I'll tell them if it's about I have a date already. So baby, I'm not responsible. I'm not responsible. I don't want to be responsible. So you don't know, right? How men, did you know that men don't like to talk? Every time you want to talk, it feels like he's just walking into hell now. Men don't like to talk. When they talk, when there is something to get out of you, then they'll talk. Yeah. Why? Anyway. You see, Hashem, He created us to concentrate. So I cannot concentrate if I have to blah, 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 blah. I cannot learn. So Hashem made a man that he have a problem, he doesn't talk. He has to figure it out. Like I have a Rambam that I cannot figure out. So can I talk to you? I cannot. I have to figure it out. You don't have this, right? You don't have it. So you have time. For a man to talk is a tool to achieve something. If you see that you are, as we say, because there is nothing to get out of you, by Shalom while you say somebody, then he talks, and then she said, I see how you talk to your friend. To whom you know? To them you know how to talk. Then it comes to me, he told me, you're coming? Why? Because he got already in his pocket over there. He wants to do business over there. That's a man mentality. For the ladies, it's an emotional need. You're talking two different things, totally different things. So now, if you don't know this, right, you're gonna kill them. How much you're gonna kill them? Okay. Men, I'll tell you what they don't like. and you are very good at it. Number one is making faces. He comes home, pתאום he says, תשעה באב היום. Hello, today the calendar is שבועות, זה לא תשעה באב. Hello. Now he already כבר, the gloves start to prepare them. He knows now it's going to be a fight. Right? Or she's starting to cry. Men, when they see this, wow. They don't like it. Men don't like it. I always say, if you want to do something with your man, okay, so be a dentist. Be a dentist. Let's say you're upset with him. Yeah. When he comes home, Shalom. You know already that you're going to do tonight a root canal. But you smile. How are you? Are you doing it? How about what a good dentist would do and what a bad one would do? A bad one. Next, sit down. Open up your mouth. Oh boy. Habibi, okay, I have to give you a shot. And you're going to learn. You don't know how to brush your teeth. Open. You deserve it. Good for you. And then you take the pliers. But if you smile, first of all, you say, don't worry. You're not going to feel anything. I'm going to numb you gum. I have a gel I put over here. We're going to numb it. Then you're not going to feel even the pain. Then when everything is numb, I can do whatever I want. Ladies which are not smart, right away when the husband opening up the door, like the Hezbollah. Is it fair? Let them take a shelter, put a helmet. No chance, but back doesn't escape. Huh? That's not smart. That's not smart. Smart, you smile. How are you? How are you doing? Let them eat. Let them sit down a little bit and say, you know, I have something to tell you. Maybe we can talk. Yeah, you can talk. Now, you can talk. So don't start right away. You're like this. Why didn't you call me the baby back? This, we're going to learn how to communicate. A communication is an art that you have to learn the skill. Not everybody knows how to, especially our people. Did you see once the communication between the old one? Oi! זהו, אוי, זהו. Finish the conversation. Right? Now imagine a child that grew in such a house. He doesn't know even how to talk. He doesn't know even how to talk. Communication is an art. It will take maybe 10 classes just to learn how to talk to each other. It will take me 10 hours, Mamash, to teach you a skill how to communicate. So that's why today so many people. This is my biggest enemy, is the food. My biggest enemy. Okay. So now you know that you don't know, right? You don't know how to treat this man, and you instigating fights which are not necessary. Instead of going this way, we're gonna go this way. And it will work very nicely. Now, let me ask this side, right? Did you go to school or somebody told you how they behave? Anybody? No, right? Can I ask you a question? Yeah. I think I don't know if I asked it here or someone else already. What is more sophisticated, airplane or a lady? No.
A lady is more sophisticated, but a lady.
Ladies are more sophisticated. They are not.
Airplane, you can press a button, it's gonna work.
Okay.
Lady, you cannot press a button.
Okay. First of all, the answer is right. The details are not right. Ladies are much more sophisticated than airplane. Why? Airplane is made by men. A lady was created by Hashem. A special creation by Hashem, not from sand, from a bone. Hashem says, I am the builder. I'm the builder. Sophisticated. So now, every man should be the captain in his house. You have to be the captain. If you're not the captain, my job is to what they want. They need a man. They need a captain. But today, most men, they don't know what a captain means. Do you want a man to lean on? Right? To take care of you? To protect you? Yes? This is the job of a captain. A soldier needs a captain to protect him, to show him, to lean on them. And when they have a turmoil, everybody turns to the captain what to do. When I hear who is wearing the pants in the house, when I hear this, I'm ready to faint. Why? If she thinks that she is privileged, that she is wearing the pants, this house is a total chaos. Because this is not her place. It's not her place. Hashem did not create her to be in charge. The man is in charge. But the question is how to be in charge. So how long it take to be a captain, okay, on a Boeing? To be a captain that you're picking up passengers. How many years you have to be on the air to be a captain? I'll tell you how it goes in El Al, okay? You have to be in the army at least for 10 years to be a pilot. And then when El Al will take you, you're going to be a co-pilot, sitting next to the pilot and see more or less what he does. Then you're going to have to pass a test. And then the first flight, experienced one will sit next to you and he'll see what you're doing. And then he has to report that you're okay to be a captain. It takes like 15 years. 15 years to be it's a responsibility. It's a responsibility. The tembel הזה, coming with the tuxedo, right? Here comes the captain. So you on the plane. You on the plane. You won over here. It was a raffle. You won a package to Israel. First class ticket, 3 weeks hotel free, renting car free, everything for free. You coming to the airport, you come back tomorrow, you're sitting first class, not business class, first class. You're sitting there, piton, the manager of the flight goes on the system. According to the law, I have to tell you, the pilot tonight is a PA. He is pharmacist, he is a lawyer, he is a PhD, Bovom, Bivim, Akol Yeshlo. He has everything. IQ, 2000 IQ. But we have to warn you, it's your free choice. He doesn't know how to fly. Now he's going to try to fly. How long it take you to unfasten the seatbelt and get out of there? 5 seconds, right? As long as you can breathe, get out. You said that the lady is more sophisticated than Earth. And you want to be the captain without learning B'chlal? Are you normal? Who is that? What did you do to yourself? Of course, it's not going to go. And if it goes, and the kids, they're going to be #1 suffer in your kids. And kids also is my main specialty, all right? Kids. What I see, if you see, I'm telling you, you're going to need pills. Kids sitting in my office, 15, 16 years old, crying like babies. I hate my parents. They destroy my life. They fighting, stop the fight. You see a boy, not a girl, okay, but a boy crying. I have to be, to hold myself, not to cry with him. He's scared. And parents, if I'll ask him, do you love your child? Of course we love our child. Do you love your child? Go see what the child will tell you. So not to waste energy and not to waste time, not to waste everything. We have to fasten the seatbelt, roll your sleeves, okay? The milk is already spilled. We have to go to work. That's the only way to succeed. Okay? That's the only way. It takes time. It takes time. It's not going to be overnight. Even what I say, now you have to reverse everything. It's not going to be so easy. Yeah. So now you understand where was the mistake by the starting point? Huh? So I'll tell you what. You cannot blame them and they cannot blame you because both of you innocently, not knowing where you're heading to, nobody to warn you, hey, watch out. You're going to make yourself, you're looking for happiness, you're looking for fulfillment. When you're going to go to the honeymoon, the honey will be over and you're going to come back only with the moon, Habibi. If you know how they're reacting, if they will know how you're reacting, the situation will ease a lot, right? And now we have to work on what we read today to feel for the other person. Do you know if somebody comes to my house, to my office actually, and he claims that he is religious, I'm asking him, do you eat pork? What? No? Come, I'll show you how many times you eat pork a day. Okay. Tell me something. Did you tell once your wife, don't be stupid? Yes or no? Be honest. It's okay. When you're saying this, it's called ona'at advarim. And this is isur midoraita. Not the Rabbanan. All the things that we're doing at home, everything is midoraita. And Rabbanan Shabbat. And but most of the isurim is only midarabbanan. Muktzeh is a Rabbanan. Even to put it right on is the Rabbanan. The plaza is the Rabbanan. Everything the Rabbanan. Between a husband and wife, all averot kulam. I have a list that the person at least 15 times a day he eat pork. The same avon. We're talking serious business. We're talking very serious. To have a shul is very nice. To pray, very good, you should. You need to. But this is the starting point. We want to bring you to be a person that we can talk to. You feel for the other one. Sitting in my office, I want to give somebody a smack one time, His wife sit there crying non-stop. Tissue after tissue, box after box, and I tell her, your wife is crying, maybe you can do it. It's okay, she's fine. She used to it already. And then he turns around and says, "Ma'at bocha? Oh, he doesn't care. And the Torah says, on the chamor of your enemy, you have to feel for him. He's in trouble. Leave the chamor of your friend, go to your enemy, help him because the chamor over there suffering, Tsar Baalei Chaim. The Torah cared even for animals. Don't you care for your wife? What, are you out of your mind? This is sister, בכלל, not belong to him. She's crying. She always like this. Extra sensitive. Boo, 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 boo. This is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And all the relationship that you have with your wife is on the limbo. On the limbo. Imagine, okay, one day your kids will get married, they'll pack up the stuff, Abba, Ima, like you did, right? Like I did, like my kids did. So, Abba, ciao bambino, ciao, hello. Ciao. Now you're left with your wife. What are you going to talk to her? About the kids? They're not here. The conversation that we're having at home, which a credit card did you use? What did you buy? Where are we going? Everything is technical between the contractor, right, and the worker, or the engineer and the contractor. That's all. Everything is technical. Did your kids today eat? Yes, they ate. Did you go to school? Yeah, you went to school. Shalom Israel, he goes to his phone. She goes to on her phone. Shalom Israel wrote a relationship. Romeo and Juliet, right? At least they have something to talk about is the kids. What happened when the kids leave one day? Then what's going to happen? I'll tell you what happened. When you manage, when we're going to manage with one, we'll discuss two. We'll discuss it. Did you know this expression, mommy boy? And mommy's boy? Yes, כאלה? Yes? יש מלא, right? And the parents calling and calling, why don't you come? You're neglecting us. And she talking to her husband, I told you you should not get married. Zenash Arzoel. He went after his wife because now he has to build a relationship over here. He finished over here. You have a husband, no? Talk to your husband. Again, interrupting, again, interfering, and again, and again, again, and again. Why? Because they have no relationship. She's have more relationship with a child than she have with her own husband. What a shame. That's what you want to do. Chas v'shalom should happen to you. And I see it every day, you see it. Parents interfering non-stop. Non-stop. 95% of the divorces is because of the parents. And yet, if you're not on good terms with your wife, whom are you calling? Her parents. When I hear this, I say, Adoni, my office is not for you. Go find somebody else. I can't work like this. No professional will talk to you if family are involved. We can't. Yeah. And then maybe you're ready to speak to my parents. I said, no. No. A parent called me up. How they doing? It's not of your business. Have a nice day. I'm not allowed to. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Why? Leave them up to me. You talk to your wife. But after all the ooh, and so on, there's no communication. And especially now, in the old days was a little bit better. Now, everybody communicating with phones. Do you pay attention that today most people don't know even how to communicate? Why not? When they talk to you, they don't even look at you. They don't even look at you. They talk to you. Yeah. What? Rule number one, when you're going to learn how to communicate is you look at the person you're sitting across him and you're looking eye to an eye. If it's your child, if it's a wife, whoever you want to communicate, that's what you have to do. How many times you called your kids from the kitchen? Are you going to sleep? Or you in bed? Malka, the school bus is coming. Are you ready? Meantime, the captain is in bed. The Arabs are here. Are you going to fight? That's communication. Turn the gas off. Get out of the kitchen. Go to the child and says, you know, it's time to sleep. It will take you very fast. Very fast. Chick-chack, why? They know Ima left everything, meaning it's very important. But she's going to, okay. How many times I have to call you? Ibi. She's in the kitchen. Malka, did you put your pajama on? Malka! 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 More chicken, you know, after shita. What a chinuch is this? You don't know how to communicate. This is not communication. What? No, it is already a phone. You have phone. So now everything depends. I'll tell you something nice. My daughter, years ago, she wasn't young and she was, as we say, on the market for shidduchim. So I get calls from all over the places. Somebody called me up, he said, Haimoff, I have a boy. From where? Yeshiva, Parakoi. Yeshiva from Parakoi. Okay, Yeshiva, Parakoi Yeshiva. That's a good Yeshiva. Who is the boy? Okay. Okay, I'll call the Yeshiva, I'll speak to the Mashgiach, and we'll see what he has to say about this boy. Okay. I call him up. He picks up the phone. Yes, who I'm talking to? I said, that's Rabbi Haimoff from Queens. Oh, great. How are you? How are you doing? I said, you have to do me a favor. I said, Bakasha, there is a boy from your yeshiva that was offered for my daughter. Who is this boy? Is that, what do you want to know? What do I want? I want to know if he is learning or is there only because his parents dumped him there. Listen to the answer. And this is the answer of Talmid Chacham. He said, he wants to learn. And the conversation was over. He wants to learn. Meaning he is not in the want yet. He is still searching for the want. So I'm asking you, do you want to change your life or you only want to want? Many people say, yeah, we want to want. After 2 times in my office, go and say, this, that. Then when they will call me back, I say, Habibi, I'm already booked. It's not fair. I say, Habibi, don't lie to yourself. You're not serious. You lie to yourself. People who care, I had couples, I told them, listen to me. Don't call me up for appointment. Every Sunday, you're here 11 o'clock. I put you in my book, and this is every Sunday, 11 o'clock. I ling. I know that's it. That's that. It was a mess, a mental mess. After 6 times, when they came, why? Because they came determined. When you're determined to change, it will change. But if you think that you want to change, don't lie to yourself. Okay? So I want to ask you, our time is up. One more time, I will ask you, are you determined that you want to change your life? Huh? Yes? So, no terutzim, no excuses, I didn't find babysitter, I didn't find this, my wife is tired. When people are coming to my office, I give them homework. I said, my homework, do this, do that. And then we follow up. Next day, I'm calling them up. I said, did you follow my instructions? The doctor calling. Did you follow my instructions? Oh, we wanted, but we were tired. I said, okay. I cannot deal with you. Then you're going to throw all the blame on me, right? You don't know. When a patient don't take his pills and don't do what the doctor tells him, then the doctor was bad. You doctor was bad. If you're disciplined, if you care, you're going to be on time, you're going to be disciplined. This night, nothing to talk about. No, perajeni, no this, no that, shundavar. If it's going to be a Tuesday, we're not available. That's it. Dead. That's how you achieve things. That's how you achieve. So then we're going to get much faster. Okay? Yeah? Oh. Whatever you say. You're so okay. But you tell me now because I have other people for Tuesday.
No, the vice president said Saturday. The captain, I'm not going to your plane.
Okay, so I'll see you next Motzei Shabbat in Sazer. Guys, Shavua Tov, I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Shabbat Tov, everybody.